Hey everyone, in front of you is my new Zero Tolerance 560 I got today. I did an unboxing this morning, but I wanted to do another video just to give you some better pictures and just some of my initial impressions on the knife. If you can see, I did buy this at True North Knives. They include this nice cloth, similar to the Chris Reeve cloth that comes with a Sebenza. Extended the camera here. So anyways, let's get to the knife. So it's the Zero Tolerance 560, just came out recently. I think I mentioned this earlier today too, but I was on the waiting list, got myself on the waiting list about, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago when it was first announced, and I got frustrated because of the delays in coming out and canceled my order, and still want the knife, but now that it started to come out, I saw that all the pre-orders were pretty much done with, but I got lucky. I guess True North Knives doesn't take pre-orders, so it popped up on their website, and I happened to be looking at it at that time and ordered it immediately, and shortly thereafter they were out of stock. So bit lucky to be able to get this knife, at least this soon. I probably eventually was going to get it anyways, but with all the back orders, I think it might have taken a while. So here's a knife, Zero Tolerance 560, based on a Rick Hinderer design. I've never had any other Hinderers, but size-wise, based on the specs, it's actually right in between the XM18 and the XM24 in size. Just a couple, I guess, initial comments I want to make about this. First is it's actually a pretty large knife, the biggest knife I have. And the second thing is this is I think it's definitely a winner. This is a great knife, and I think for the money it costs, I think you get a lot out of it. So let me give you some close-up pictures. So G10 side with a liner. I'm not sure. I should look at the specs if it's titanium or stainless steel. Not sure about that liner. G10 is actually a pretty nice G10. It's almost in between, not overly grippy, but it does have some grip. Pretty good texture. And then on the other side is a titanium frame lock. When I first saw the pictures, I was really worried about this 3D texturing. I used to have a Strider S&G with a double gunner grip, which had this similar in look texturing, and I hated it because it was so rough on the jeans. This is actually, even though it has these 3D dimple type textures, it's actually really smooth. It's smoother than you would think. I mean, it's not like this smooth, but it's pretty smooth, and it actually slides onto the jeans really easily, and you don't. I think you'll get minimal amount of jean wear when you clip this to your pocket. Lanyard hole I don't really use. 3 screws in the back and pivot, pretty large pivot. 3 standoffs, actually really thick standoffs. And it has that it has a bearing system in it, so it opens, has a flipper opening, has a bearing system, so it opens up. Let me see, pretty smooth. This is my first flipper knife, so I'm still getting used to it. But you flip back and it flies open pretty well. Blade. Let me show you a close up of the blade on this side. So it has it's flat ground from about 3/4 to the bottom. ZT on this side. On the back side, let's see if we can get this guy in focus here. There we go. Model 560, Hinder Design, Kai USA. LMAX steel, and I got lucky number 13. Has a nice, lightly stonewashed finish, as you expect. Very sharp. Low ride pocket clip. Like I said, I've carried it today. Works pretty well. Holds the knife well in the pocket. Plus, as I mentioned, with the fairly smooth TI, it slides on and out of the pocket really easily. The only thing I don't like about the pocket clip is a lot of these low ride pocket clips, when they loop back, it lifts off the knife a little bit. So as your pants, I don't know if I may not explain this well, but as your pants as it slides on your pocket, it's just another ledge to get caught on the edge of your pocket. So sometimes it gets stuck there, but not a big deal. Blade thickness, I think it's about 4 millimeters. This one, perfectly centered. Let me show you a lockup. Lockup comes about halfway across the lock bar and extends probably about 45-50% on the blade. Pretty good. What else? Let me just give you a size comparison a little bit. Large Sebenza, and also do a mini Griptilian here. So it's a pretty big knife, not only in length but also in width. You can see it's a fair bit wider than Sebenza. Blade length. There you go. I don't know, maybe 1/2 inch additional cutting edge. So I've never even touched a actual Hinder, but after seeing this knife and just watching videos and getting information about the Hinder, I find it hard to believe that anybody would buy Hinder anymore. I mean, this, for a third or fourth of the price, you're getting a pretty close, if not better, knife. I think in some areas the Hinder probably is better, and in certain areas this one actually is better. Didn't mention, you probably already know this, it has the Hinder lock stabilizer. Also pretty thick and beefy screws on there. 4-way pocket clip. Most of the stuff you guys probably already know. As I mentioned, for the price compared to a Hinder, it's hard for me to believe that someone would be willing to pay the extra when you have a knife that appears to be so similar. Back in end of November, when I bought this guy, I bought this from BladeArt.com right when they came out, and they happened to also have one of the new 4th generation Hinder XM18s with the slicer grind available. Almost pulled the trigger and bought it. That one had, I think, a yellow handle. They're asking $700, but this one being about $400 and that being $700, I could not come up with or rationalize spending $1,100 on knives in one day. So decided to pass, and I'm glad I did. Like I said, this is, I think, $260. So for, what is that? I guess that's almost a third of the price. You're getting a great knife. No blade play, can't, at least on day one, up and down, left and right. The only thing that improvement that I can see right off that I would do. Again, I mentioned the pocket clip. And I guess a good example was, if you guys are familiar with the Spyderco wire clips that have the lowrider wire clips, the actual, where it attaches actually is flush with the scale, so you have there's no piece or no screw sticking up, so it slides on a little bit easier. So the clip, even though I like this lowrider clip, that could be an improvement. The other thing is, and which would be nice, would be the hinders have a little cutout here, a finger choil, so you can hold the knife not only like this, but also like this. That'd be a nice improvement, and we'll see how this works out, but I may see if I can get somebody to cut out a little semicircle here so I can get that finger choil. I think the blade here is long enough that any loss in blade lengths would be minor. So anyways, just want to show you the ZT560. Also, you probably can't see it. It's I think it's about 5.5 ounces or 5.6 ounces, something like that. But the G10 side, you'll be able to see it, but it's skeletonized, and then on the titanium side, there's pockets milled out to make it a lighter knife. Nice. Oops, keep you in the frame. Nice feature. Not enough light. Jimping on top, a little bit here in the back. Works pretty well. Anyways, that's the ZT560. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.